Hello, ladies, and welcome. Welcome to this free trading, the 3 ways to leverage your business with video. Just having a bit of a sip of tea before people start rolling in and watching live. So as you arrive live, let me know in the comments, or if you're watching the replay, let me know by popping in the hashtag replay in the comments so that I know that you're watching the replay. Otherwise, if you're watching live, I would love for you to say hello. Let me know who it is that is watching, because I'm in a platform at the moment called StreamYard. And with StreamYard, what happens is StreamYard create the post in Facebook, and they only let me in StreamYard see who is posting if you give permission. So if you can see at the top of the post that you're watching right now, if you can see there's a little thing where you can see, oh, it's Lee Martin, fantastic. We've got somebody watching, fantastic. It just says Facebook user. So just so that you know how to use StreamYard, if you ever see a post with this platform, with this live streaming function, you can allow StreamYard to see your name, and what happens is whoever's presenting through the live stream platform can actually see who's posting without you having to say, oh, it's Lee here. But thank you for letting me know, Lee. Thanks for joining live. So like I said, let me know if you're here live. Hey, Christy, how you doing? Thanks for joining me live today, lovely. I know I just answered one of your questions over in the Zhuge group, and I'm going to answer the other one a little bit later in the week. I'll tell you a bit about that later too. So thanks for those questions. So today we're going to be talking about the 3 ways to leverage your business with video. Somebody else has joined us live. It says Facebook user. I'm not quite sure who you are. Let me know in the comments who you are. Like I said, I'm using StreamYard, so it is a bit of a different experience for me presenting using StreamYard, because I can't always see, unless you give access, I can't always see who is actually commenting. So I'm going to get started anyway. If you've got any questions throughout the training, please let me know. Pop it into the comments. If you can let me know in that comment who's asking the question too, if you're not giving access to StreamYard, that way I can address you by name. I like to be able to do that and answer your questions that way. So if you can also let me know in the comments if you're already using video in your marketing. How are you currently using video? What is your video strategy, or do you have one? Do you actually have a strategy, a plan that you follow when it comes to your video marketing? And I want to be really clear here, it's okay to not have a video marketing strategy yet if you've just started using video. If you have, hey, no worries. Hi, Lee, how you doing? You're from Adelaide. Leanne, wonderful. So if you've got any particular questions, like I said, pop them in the comments. And also I'd love to know, if you do have a video strategy, what are you currently doing when it comes to video? How do you use video in your marketing? Are you simply using video on social media? Are you using it on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Vimeo? How are you already using video in your marketing? If you could let me know in the comments, that would be great, because I want to know how I can help you best when it comes to this training. We do not have one, but we want to create one. Fantastic. Oops, it's Amanda. Oh, good, Amanda. No worries at all. I just can't see who's commenting. So if you need me to know who it is that's made the comment, write your name in. Otherwise, I can't see. But that's totally fine. Okay, so you don't have one yet, but you want to create one. Fantastic. So when it comes to any type of marketing in your business, I highly recommend having a structured plan and a way that you can track and assess how what you're already doing in your business is working. And if it's not working, what are other ways that you can start incorporating video into your marketing so that it can really start to work for you? And Lee says, lives on Facebook, videos on Insta. Fantastic. Well done, Lee. That's awesome. Good on you for putting yourself out there. I know in this group in particular, the Speak with Confidence group, it is about building that confidence to be on video and share your message in a way that speaks to your audience. So well done for getting on Facebook Live. I know that's one of the most daunting when you very first start with video is doing a live, because anything can happen. So well done, Lee. So when it comes to having or creating a video strategy, we want to be thinking about our business as a whole and how we can actually integrate that strategy into our overall business, and not just have, well, I'm just going to have a video marketing plan and I'm not going to think about the rest of my business. We want to create a plan that incorporates everything. And it's like, kind of like a holistic plan. It's sort of like when, I guess I would compare it to when you think about your health. And if you're trying to lose weight, if the outcome is to lose weight, it's not going to work if you just run 5Ks every day. You've got to think about the nutrition element as well. You've got to think about sleep, your water intake. There's lots of different aspects when it comes to your health to make sure that you can lose weight in a way that's sustainable. And it's the same thing with your business. When it comes to having a plan, we want to think about all the different components and not just about that one little thing. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that today, and I'm going to share with you the 3 top strategies that I'm using right now within my business and how I'm using video to be able to help me leverage my time and to help me to save my time when it comes to marketing in my business. So I'm going to move along here with my beautiful slides. So you're in the right place today if you want to change the lives of more of your customers or clients, because I'm sure you're already aware, if you're here and in this group, that video is the best way to be able to reach more people when it comes to your marketing. But there is kind of a caveat to that now, because you might have noticed, there are lots of people stepping out, especially since COVID. Lots of people are stepping out and giving video a go. And so there's more competition. And when there's more competition, there's less chance to get those eyeballs on your videos. So when it comes to reaching more people, we really have to have a strategy these days. We have to have a strategy to make sure that our videos are reaching the right people and are speaking to those ideal clients. You're also in the right place today if you want to be able to learn how to leverage your time and to make more money, because that's what this is all about when it comes to business. We want to be able to leverage our business so that we can have that time freedom and be able to focus on the things that really, really matter, and also to make more money, because I don't know about you, but that's one of the reasons that I started in business. Also, you're in the right place if you want to start building that video marketing strategy. So I'm going to give you some tools today, and at the end of the class, I'm going to give away my beautiful free business planning tool. It's absolutely stunning. I'm so happy with how it's turned out. So I'd love to gift that to you at the end of the call today. So stick around, and I'm going to ask you to comment if you actually like it, because I only want to give it to people who are going to use it. So you're in the right place if you want to do any of those 3 things. Now, what we're actually going to learn, or what I'm going to teach you today, is why being able to leverage your business is so important right now. I'm also going to share with you, like I said, my top 3 strategies to leverage your business using video. And then also I want to share with you at the end how we can work together to build out this holistic business plan that incorporates video and public speaking. Now, why I put public speaking in there is because I want you to start thinking of doing Facebook Lives and using video in your marketing as a form of public speaking, because it is. It absolutely is. And when you start thinking of it that way, what's going to happen is when you get to a position where you are asked to present in front of a crowd, when you are asked to share some value with an audience, a live face-to-face audience, then it's not going to seem that daunting. Because in reality, public speaking is anytime you're talking to 3 or more people. Only 3. That's the definition of public speaking. And I think actually that's the best public speakers tend to talk to their audience as if they're friends or as if they are really connecting with each individual person. So I want you to start thinking about using video in your marketing as a form of public speaking. I'm just going to have a sip of tea. So why is leveraging so important these days? Like I said, we want to create that time freedom within our business. We want to be able to spend all the time that we can doing the things that really matter for our business. So for me, what that means is giving value to my clients. And I don't necessarily want to be spending 2 hours trying to figure out the right subject line to make an email land into your inbox so you can get that value. I want to spend my time creating the content, creating videos or trainings just like this. For my business, that's what's most important. Now, for your business, that's likely going to be different. It might be that, let's use Chrissy for example. For you, it might be connecting with your project leaders and helping them to create that strategy so that your charity can create more change and impact more lives, rather than editing your video content. Does that make sense? So we want to be able to find a way that we can leverage our time so that we can focus on what really matters and what is really important to us as individuals. Before I go any further, I had to put in this slide because someone told me recently that I never talk about me and that I need to talk about me a bit more. So I wanted to share with you just a little bit about who I am, where I've come from, and why I'm running this particular training today, so that you can get a bit of an understanding of my background and how I've come up with these trainings and the programs that I run. So I probably didn't even say at the start, my name's Kelly, and it's likely that if you're in this group, you've seen my name pop up or you've seen my face pop up on video. I don't tend to introduce myself anymore on video because I just assume everyone knows who I am. So I'm Kelly and I run this group. This is my Facebook group. And I do have some help running this group. The wonderful Catherine Redden helps me out running this group. But it's a group that I've designed to give you all a safe space to be able to practice those videos and to be able to connect with your audience. So when I first started in business, in fact, no, before I even got into business, let's go back a little bit further. I used to be a really, really shy kid, like so shy that I would get nervous speaking to 3 or 4 people. I'd get so nervous talking to my friends and sharing my opinion. I'd get those butterflies in my stomach. I'd be like shaking and nervous and everything if I was going to share an opinion that I thought, oh, maybe this is different to what my friends think. And so, sort of early on, I realized, I'm just going to move because I'm sitting on the ground here. I like sitting on the ground. And I realized like early on that I needed to put myself out there. I needed to push myself out of my comfort zone and get rid of that fear because it was really going to hold me back. And so I started studying acting and performance and found that I built confidence being on stage. And I found that building confidence in the acting sense, being able to perform on stage and show up as a character, was actually really fun. And I kind of got to enjoy it and like it. But there was still something missing. It was kind of like I had this outer confidence. I could be up on stage in front of hundreds of people doing a performance as somebody else, as a character. But when it came to me being me in front of an audience, I was like, oh no way am I doing that. And so it wasn't really until I started studying coaching and personal development and human behavior that I realized what that missing link was. And it was kind of like this inner journey that's so important. Those limiting beliefs that had been holding me back, I was then able to shift. And so now I blend both of those skill sets, the acting and the performance, as well as the coaching and personal development, that inner journey which I think is often missing from public speaking programs. I'm just going to jump into the comments here. Yes, after your course, the last time I found public speaking a lot easier. I think, is that Christy? Or Joe, maybe? That's fantastic. I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. Well, yes, that's great. Live. Hello. Hi. Catherine signed in as me. That's awesome. Love it. Thanks, Catherine. All right, I'm going to keep going. That's enough about me, because this training is supposed to be all about you and how I can help you. But I think it's important for you to know how I came to be here and what has sort of influenced the way that I teach. I also studied online marketing back in 2014. I started studying online marketing through the Digital Experts Academy, and I've done that. I did that for about 5 years. So I do have a bit of a background in marketing, coaching, and performance or acting. So I kind of think the 3 skills really hold well in this space. Let's move on. The 3 major strategies to leverage your business with video. This is what you're here for. I hope this is what you're here for. Now, like I said, when it comes to being able to leverage your time in your business, video is the best way to be able to do that. The best way, and I'm going to share with you in just a moment why it's the best way. But first, I really want to build that need for you to get on video if you're not already. So I've got some stats written down here that I just found this morning, thanks to Catherine. After the conversation with Catherine, when she told me that when you Google what is the top tip from social media marketers, and the top tip is get on video, I was like, okay, I need to do a bit more research. What else are they saying about video? I want to share it with you. So social media videos generate 1,200% more shares, 1,200% more than just text or images. That is mind-blowing. That is huge, right? Also, the volume of mobile video consumption is increasing by 100% every single year. So the people that are watching video want more. They want to watch more video. And it's kind of like, I don't want to say it's like a drug, but once you start watching video trainings on social media, it's kind of like, oh my God, what else can I do now? Ooh, what else can I see? What else can I consume? It's an easy way to be able to consume content. So if you're not already doing video, this is the time. It's right now. Jump on in, have a go. So the first strategy that I want to share with you today is how to use video in your content strategy. Because I'm sure you know, if you are doing your own social media, if you're creating your own content for your social media, it takes time. It takes a lot of time. And unless you have the ability to be able to outsource that, to be able to outsource the content creation for your business, then this strategy is going to save you a hell of a lot of time. Because I remember that now I do have Catherine who does my amazing content for me, and I have got the ability now to be able to outsource that. But before, when I was creating all my content, the blog posts, the emails, the videos, the images, the text, everything, when I was doing it all myself, not only was I exhausted and seriously burnt out because I was trying to do everything, but also it wasn't really working because I wasn't able to be consistent. But this strategy, and this is great if you are still doing all of your content by yourself, this particular strategy works so well with video. So here it is. I've written it down on the slide, and you can take some notes from this slide. So this is how, before I hired Catherine, this was my strategy. I would do 1 3 to 5 minute video each week because I knew that that was pretty much all that I could manage at the time. At the time, 3 to 5 minute video, preparing the content, getting ready for it, all of that stuff, that was all I could manage. because I'm running another business. At the time I had a 3-year-old, he's now 5, and I had so much going on that one video per week was all I could commit to. So this is what I did. I'd do that video live, mind you, I'd do that video live because anytime that you can use that live function and get that help from Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn, because they push out the live content, yeah? You get a notification every time somebody goes live. Use that function. So what I would do is I'd use the live function and I'd go live for 3 to 5 minutes. Also, when you do it live, you can't stop and start and stop and start and redo it and do it again and make it perfect. You've just got to do it there and then. So I'd push myself to do a live for 3 to 5 minutes, one per week, just with one little piece of content. Then what I'd do is I'd download that video and add subtitles to it, because we know that most people that are scrolling through social media are doing so without sound. So I'd add subtitles to it, and then I'd share it to all the socials. So if I did the live on Facebook, I'd then share it across to Instagram. I'd share it into IGTV, and then I'd also share it as a story in Instagram as well, and link that to the IGTV episode. So people, if they're watching the story and they thought, oh, this is cool, I want to watch this, then they could just swipe up and go ahead and watch the full IGTV on Instagram. Then I'd also share it to LinkedIn as well. But the next part, and this is where it becomes really powerful, is I would send it off and I'd use a platform called Fiverr, fiverr.com, and I'd go and find a transcriptionist who, for a very small amount, will take that video and transcribe every word I said in that video. And I get the transcription back, and I might have to do a few little tweaks and things like that, edit it down, and then I'd use that as a blog post. So how many pieces of content is that from the one video? Then what you can also do is strip out the audio and just use the audio as a podcast episode. Now, I did start a podcast a while ago, and I stopped doing that podcast not long after because I realized that I was doing way too much and it wasn't quite on point with my audience. So I don't at the moment have a podcast, but I am coming back to that very soon. So watch this space. But that's another option when it comes to video, is what you can do is simply strip out the audio from your video and use that as a podcast episode. So that's another piece of content, and a really, really powerful piece of content. Podcasts are amazing. Then what you can also do is just create those Instagram tiles and use the 3 main points or 1 main point that you touched on in that video. So see how all the content is coming from this one video. And this is a really cool trick and a really great thing to be doing as well right now, is to use a reel or a TikTok to create like a little trailer. It's like a little teaser. So you could give them what you're going to cover in the video and say, hey, videos on Instagram or videos on Facebook. Go and join my group. The video's over there on Facebook. Or check out my video on LinkedIn. So you use that short form video, the 15-second reel or 15-second TikTok. I really haven't gotten into TikTok yet. Might do that later. We'll see. But you can use those short form videos to create that little teaser or a trailer for your actual video. So I'm going to check into the comments. Let me know if this is hitting the mark. Joe, hey Joe. Catherine's going to join me on StreamYard. Awesome. I'm so glad you did the acting and gained your confidence. Why? Because you wouldn't have helped me and all the other ladies if you hadn't got over that fear. I know, right? Yeah, it was awesome. I'm so glad I did acting too. Amanda, there you are. I've given permission, but it's not, yeah, that's okay. No worries. It's great to think of video like public speaking. Awesome. Fantastic. That's a heap of a percentage. It totally is, yes. Priyanka is awesome at TikTok. Oh my God, she is so, so good at TikTok. Awesome. Catherine has joined me here on StreamYard. I'm going to pull Catherine into the frame and she can say hello. I do still have a little bit more time, more to go, more content to go, but I'm going to add you to the stream, Catherine.
Okay.
There we go. There's Catherine joining us.
I've never done StreamYard before. Wow. Hi. Oh, there I am. Email marketing. You can't hear me? Can you not fucking hell?
We can't hear you.
Is that better?
I'm going to keep going. Not yet. Not yet. No. Headphones maybe? I don't know. Test and measure, test and measure. So the next part, the next strategy when it comes to video is email marketing. Now again, we're thinking about this overall big picture of our business and how all of these things are fitting in, how we're managing this and how we're using a system to be able to implement all of these things. Now, if you come back to here, it basically follows on. So number 7 is use that video and send it as an email. So you don't even have to create another email or another video. You simply use that one video. If you're committing to one video per week, you're using that one video and linking that video into your emails. Email marketing is so amazingly powerful. So powerful. Like I said, I think I said in a training yesterday that I have I'm on a lot of email lists. I sign up to email lists left, right, and center because I like seeing what other people are doing. I like seeing those marketing strategies. And there are a couple of copywriters in the US that I follow who send an email every day. And whilst I may not open them every single day and read them every single day, I never delete them because I know there's bloody good value in those emails. And so when it comes back to this video that you're doing, if you're doing one a week and if you can give an amazing amount of value to your audience, then they're going to expect an amazing amount of value when they come to open your emails. If you can build up that repetition, give value as much as possible when it comes to your email list, then you're going to train your audience to open those emails. And a really good tip here when it comes to videos and emails, if you can write in your subject line something about video, the open rates go through the roof. It is insane. Literally last week I sent an email without video in the subject line and there's a bit more to it, but it was like a 20% open rate compared to the week before where I had video training in the subject line. It was like 66% open rate. Huge difference. How's your sound going, Catherine? Can we hear you yet?
Can you hear me? No. No.
No. Not sure what's going on.
It says the mic is muted. It says the mic is
StreamYard to use your microphone. I'm going to keep going. Send one email each week that includes a video. So what you have to do with that is upload the video to either YouTube or Vimeo and then grab that link from YouTube or Vimeo and attach that into your email rather than embedding the video into the email. Because there's so much when it comes to actually getting that email into the inbox rather than into the promo tab or the spam or the junk folder. You've got to do a lot of work to actually get that email into the inbox. So if you can put the link into the email as opposed to uploading the full video or embedding the full video, you're more likely to get into the inbox than you are if you, embed the video. Trust that makes sense. I'm just going to check it on the comments here. Oh, you could hear Catherine, but I couldn't. That's weird. Bizarre. Have I used Bonjoro? I learned about it last week. It's a video marketing tool. I have not used Bonjoro. I will do some research on that. Thank you. I'm not sure who that comment is from. Bonjoro. I'm just writing that down. See, the thing with any kind of marketing and social media is that things change so quickly. Things change so quickly that like new tools come about every single day. Oh, it's Joanna. Hey, awesome. I will check it out, Joanna. I'm adding Catherine to the stream again. If you can let me know in the comments if you can hear Catherine.
And I'm now talking. Can anyone
I
hear
can't.
me?
But maybe the people that are watching can.
Hi, I'm Catherine. This is my first stream.
Very bizarre.
Very bizarre.
We'll just wait for some answers.
Okay.
Because I've got one more slide, I think. Oh, video testimonials. I reckon that I may not be able to hear on stream now, but you can on Facebook. Oh, fantastic. So they can hear you, Catherine, but I can't.
Oh, cool.
So that's okay. Because I can lip read.
Okay, good.
I can't really, that's a lie. I can pretend I can lip read.
I got a text.
Now the next part, the next strategy when it comes to video is video testimonials. So social proof, when it comes to marketing, social proof is everything. If other people are sharing how amazing your products and services are, my God, that social proof is epic. Epic.
Epic.
So let me know in the comments if you are already asking your customers or your clients for video testimonials. Let me know. Do you think putting a still frame of the video into an EDM that clicks through to a YouTube link is the best way to share a video on email? Great question, Christy. What I've found, Christy, is that when it comes to email, plain text, as boring as it is, plain text is the best way I've found to get into the inbox as opposed to the promo tab. So if you've got, and I know I've seen some of your emails, the Just People's emails, and they are beautiful. They're beautiful. I'm curious to know what the open rate is. Sorry, what the open rate is in the emails. And if you could test to getting rid of the pretty stuff and the branding and everything in the email and just sending a text one to see what the difference would be. Because you're going to get more results if people actually open the emails, if more people open the emails. So what I would say is use the copy, use your words in the writing, and tell the story through your words. And then just hyperlink to a video. Click here to watch the video. That's what I would suggest. But again, it's going to be test and measure. Test and measure for your people. I hope that's helpful. So here are a few questions. I wanted to give you some questions to help you when it comes to your customers and clients, how you can help them to know what to say when it comes to giving you feedback for your products and services via video. And Christy, I'm going to touch on your question from earlier today when it comes to asking people who feel like they're not quite ready to be on video. And this is how I would approach it. What I like to say is that if you've got somebody, and if it's a client or a customer that you would love to get a testimonial from, what I would say is, and how I would frame it for them, is that they are going to help people make a decision as to whether or not they purchase your product and service. And if they have had a really great experience with you and your brand, then they're going to want other people to experience that too. And so to help them shift the focus from them, which generally, if people don't want to get on video, the focus is on them, to shift that focus onto others. And so how can they help? How can they help others to make that decision? I trust that makes sense. So what I would suggest is to write down these questions. Write down these questions because they're really powerful questions for you to be able to give to your customers or clients so that they can give you a really great and powerful testimonial. So what have I got here? Not yet. I will give you a testimonial. Joanna, absolutely. Yes, of course. I'd love to. I'll start working on that shortly. And interesting. So would you recommend getting rid of the pretty stuff in the MailChimp and still using MailChimp, or simply send Gmail? General mailing list is around 30%. Yep. Open rate depends on the audience. Absolutely. Yes, I would recommend getting rid of the pretty stuff. Yeah, it's probably not the answer you want to hear. But for deliverability, I would say I've just found that with plain text, you're so much more likely to actually get into the inbox. There are still a lot of different factors. Subject line is the biggest one, and then also the copy that comes into your emails too. So just start thinking about using emails like you're writing to a friend. I'm going to see if Catherine is online there. Hey, Catherine.
Hi. Can you hear me?
I can't, but apparently they can, which is cool.
Hi. Okay. I'm madly Googling. Okay, you can't hear me. Yeah.
Because Catherine has very kindly agreed on this live call to give me a video testimonial. So before you jump into it, Catherine, I just want to say that for people that are watching, I hired Catherine about maybe 9 months ago now, was it? About 9 months. Oh my God. Been working together for that long. It's amazing. And I hired Catherine because I saw the amazing work that she was doing in her own Facebook groups at the time. And I had this vision for my Facebook group to be kind of like that. It's really interactive and engaging and all that kind of stuff. And I couldn't do it alone. There was no way that I could run my Facebook group and give that value by myself. So, Catherine, and I'm just going to check that everybody else that's watching can hear you. Can you just say a few words, Catherine?
I love Kelly's Facebook group. It's been wonderful to see it grow from 66 people in July to 578 today.
And if somebody can let us know that they can hear Catherine, that'd be amazing.
This is the funniest. Welcome to StreamYard.
You know what, I'm just going to go and check.
Yeah, okay.
It's so funny. I just heard you. They can hear you. I can't, but they can. This is awesome.
Okay, good.
You can say whatever you like, Catherine. I'm not going to know.
I was so pleased that Kelly hired me as her social media manager, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to let you know that I've I have finished Kelly's 10-week intensive. I actually don't even know that's what I meant to be giving a. Could you just let Kelly know, someone in the comments, let Kelly know that I'm giving a testimonial for her 10-week intensive program, because I've actually done everything. I'm a super fan of Kelly's. It's been lovely to be her social media manager, but I feel like I've got so much more out of being her client than she gets out of being my client. Right. So I just finished her, and I'm going to see if I can read any comments from you guys, actually. Okay. I've just finished her 10-week intensive, and I wasn't really sure what I was going to get out of it. I knew that I needed a bit more focus in my business. I knew that I needed a bit of a kick up the bum. I'm really good at kicking other people up the bum, but not great for myself. And Kelly, as part of her 10-week program, offers some one-to-ones, and that's where I got the most value. I think I definitely got value. I show up every week, and I would go to the classes, and I wouldn't do all the homework. Don't tell Kelly. I still haven't finished. But I went from thinking that I wanted to run a workshop like Kelly to launching one and selling it out within about 2 weeks, and then running it. And I don't know if she can hear me now. And then running it. Just because Kelly, she does it so nicely. She just said, all right, then, when are you going to publish that you're running the group, running the workshop? How are you marketing? And she just gently kind of pushes. And it really has changed the whole course of my year, because I've been running to run a paid workshop ever since I started my business 18 months ago, but I never quite got there. And I just had to do it. Like, I hadn't written the syllabus for, there are probably people here who took the course. I hadn't written anything by the Thursday before the Monday, and I just did it because I'd already sold out. And without Kelly's, I feel like I'm yelling now, but without Kelly's help and without that 10-week program, I wouldn't have done it. I would still be thinking I'd really like to do that, and then getting down on myself because I hadn't done it. So, and that's even not really about the power of video. Like, I think I did 1 or 2 videos about that. Oh, this is the other thing that happened. So I did Kelly's course. Did one of her. I think I did a half-day workshop, and as part of that, I did the 4-week program. And I was talking about LinkedIn, and Kelly said, why don't you get on LinkedIn today and tell everybody how great you are at LinkedIn? So I did that, and like 3 people booked a session with me. So, and that like more than paid for the workshop and the accountability. Like, it more than like tripled my investment. So you won't just, I just didn't get value about how to get on video. Like, I got so much more value from the 10-week intensive about, and when you're learning with other business women who we're mostly at the same stage, we've been in business for a while, we know we want to grow, but we're not sure how to. Kelly's got that beautiful combination of, she's got a background in public speaking, and she's got a certification in being a life coach, and she runs her own business and the pub. So you kind of get everything, and I think that she should double the price, because it's like the return on investment for me it doubled as soon as I sold those 10 tickets. So yeah, massive testimonial, Kelly. Thank you. That's it. No more. I've stopped.
Have you done? You're done? Because I was listening on Facebook, but there's a delay. Love it. Thank you so much, Catherine. From what I heard, I really appreciate you sharing those tips. Thank you. And it was such a pleasure to have you. I know you've got to go, but thank you so much for jumping in, and I'll speak to you soon. So for those of you who do want to go a little bit further, I am opening up applications to the 10-week program. Oh, before that, I've created a free gift for you. So let me know in the comments if you'd like a copy of my business planning tool. Just write business planning tool, something like that, and I'll send you a private message with that tool. I'll send it to you via direct message. And like I said, I have just opened the applications for my next 10-week program, which is a Choose Your Own Adventure program. And the reason I call it that is because there are 6 one-on-one sessions included in that program over the 10 weeks. And so you can choose what you really want to focus on in that time when it comes to video marketing. So I've got a couple of options that people can choose from. Or first of all, my slides are all over the place. If you're a woman in business who has a specific pitch that you want to develop, it could be the program for you. Either a product or service-based business, as long as you've got a message to share. That's really the caveat here. You can be either a product or a service, but if you've got a message to share, this could be the program for you. Also, if you want to become more visible on social media and if you want a more personalized approach, this is a really personalized program. Like I said, 6 one-on-one sessions. It's very high touch. It's not suited to you if you're already happy where you're at and your business is currently humming along, you don't want to grow, it's not for you. If you don't want to be seen by your future customers and clients, if you've still got some fears around video, this program is not for you. I do have other programs that might be more suited for you if you still have some fears around actually getting out there on camera. So this program is more for people that have already started getting out there on video and are ready to take it to the next level. And if you're looking for a program to do in your own time, like self-paced, this is probably not the program either, because you're going to get the most value out of it if you come along to the live classes and you book in those one-on-one sessions, and we can do it within that time frame. That's where you're going to get the most value. So like I said, it's starting on the 21st of April, 6 a.m. classes, ladies. Wednesdays at 6 a.m. for the 10 weeks. The early bird catches the worm. That's That's what I like to say. So bright and early, and I tend to find that time doesn't clash with other things that you've got going on in the day. And if you've got kids, they might not be up by then. Maybe that's wishful thinking. So what's included, you've got 6 one-on-one sessions, 10 60-minute classes, so 1 each week for the 10 weeks, and a private Facebook community. And it is at the moment $150 per week, or $1,500 if you pay up front, which you can do either option, that's fine. And like Catherine may have mentioned, she's been pestering me to like double the price. This is the last time that I'm going to run it at this price. The next time won't be double, but I will be increasing the price at the next time I run this program. So $150 per week, it's a lot of value for that. So your one-on-one sessions can focus on any of the following. So if you want to implement an advanced marketing strategy that really compels your audience to hear your message, we can work on that together in those private sessions. Or if you want to create an online sales funnel, we can do that too. If you want to create and deliver a webinar, so for Catherine, that was one of her goals. And so within that 10 weeks, we got her to create that content, create an outline for that content. Like she said, she hadn't really created the full content until a couple of days before. But having that outline, having the structure for your content is so, so key. What else? If you want to move into a space of complete confidence when speaking to an audience about your business. So it's more like if you're doing video, but you're still feeling like, oh, I'm not really sure if this is hitting the mark or if this is really speaking to my audience, then again, this could be the program for you. Or if you want to map out an online program from start to launch, we can do that within that 10 weeks so that you can really leverage your business. You don't have to necessarily be there. Just the other day, I had a couple of sales come through from my online program, which is sort of a little starter program. It's a self-paced program. And so I've had that running now, and it's lovely. Like when I was in Tassie a couple of weeks ago, a sale came through and I was like, oh, wow, someone's bought my program and I'm sitting here on the beach in Tassie. So it's a really great way to be able to leverage your business and still be able to give a huge amount of value to your audience or your clients. So how do you get involved? So you've got to complete an application form. I'm going to pop the link for the application just up above this video somewhere, and pop in an application and I'll be in touch with you because I can only take 8 people in this program and I want to make sure I've got the right people in the program. Trust that makes sense. And the best part about it, in fact, I think I've got one more slide. The best part is that, oh no, 2 more slides. Whew. This is the program for the 10 weeks. So you can come back to this if you're really thinking about it and have a look what's involved or included content-wise over that 10-week program. It's really, really comprehensive to create your pitch or to create your, whether it's your product, whether it's your marketing strategy, or whether it is a pitch webinar. Trust that makes sense. Like I said, the best thing about it is that we are also donating a portion of each sale to Just Peoples. Thanks to Christy and Joanna for creating the amazing charity that you have. So for every person that joins, what happens is I donate a part of that sale to Just Peoples to a specific program. And I've got some more information about that if you'd like to hear more about the program. But essentially, the idea is that for each person that joins the program, I'm able to donate the amount to buy a sewing machine for a woman in Kenya who doesn't have the ability to start her own business without that money. So she can then go ahead and start her own business and create an income that way. So I think it's a beautiful way to be able to give back. And that's one of my biggest values. So thanks to Jo and Christy for being around today on the live, and also for giving me the opportunity to be able to give back when it comes to the programs. Okay, so anything else? I'm just checking the comments here. We absolutely got great ROI after doing the 4-week course too. Awesome. I'm so pleased That's fantastic. Just Peoples. Yes, I'm so pleased. That's amazing. Cool. So let me know in the comments if you wanted that business plan. I'm going to email those out a little bit later tonight, or I'll send you a direct message with those business plans so that you can get onto it. And if you would like to apply for the 10-week program, I'm going to pop that link just up above as well. That is all for today. Like I said, if you've got any other questions, I'm going to be jumping into the Facebook group every single day for the next 14 days. So if you've got questions about video, about strategy, about marketing, please pop them in anywhere in the group and I will get to those questions. Oh, hey, you're so welcome. I'm so pleased to be able to support Just Peoples. It is. It's so much more meaningful, isn't it? Thanks, Christy. I'm going to sign off now. Thank you so much for coming live, and thank you to those who watch the replay as well. Bye for now.